In this episode of 10 Best Ones, we are going to check out the top 5 best 43-inch TVs in 2018. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability and more. If you want to see the price and find out more information about these 43-inch TVs, you can check out the links down in the description and the comment section below. Okay, so, let's get started with the video. At number 5, we have the TCL43S517. The TCL43S517 is a 43-inch Roku Smart 4K TV that combines an attractive construction and powerful performance with a price that is affordable for numerous customers on the market, so let's get straight into the action and find out what's so special about it. From a design perspective, this model sports a sleek, and surprisingly thin construction that is followed by narrow 0.35-inch bezels that are present around the display, while at the bottom, there are glossy, black plastic feet positioned on each side, which are sturdy enough to keep this unit stay fixed in place on a variety of surfaces. In addition, this TV supports 200 by 200 mm VESA mount, so you can mount it on your wall if you prefer to save some space. However, please note that it will not completely flush with the wall, since it will leave a gap of maybe 2 inches. At the rear, you will find an array of connection ports, including 3 HDMI ports of which one has an ARC support, an RF connector for connecting cable or antenna, single USB port, a headphone jack, an Ethernet port, and a headphone jack, which means that you will be fully backed up. But now, let's talk about the performance. This TV employs an Edge LED backlighting, a resolution of 3840 by 2160 pixels with 4K upscaling, and when we add the Dolby Vision HDR technology, it means that the 43S517 will output brilliant color accuracy that will be filled with clarity and detail for your ultimate user experience. Moving on, TCL has also included their well-known NBP photon technology, which will boost the wide color space coverage even more, and according to some tests we've seen, this TV can reproduce up to 99.8% of the colors available in the sRGB color space, which is awesome. Aside of watching movies, this TV is capable enough to let you play your favorite games with a low input lag, and those who've tried gaming with this TV, the overall quality is crisp and well-defined, and I'm sure that you will love it. To conclude, TCL43S517 deserves your attention, so give it a try and assure yourself of its quality. Moving on, at number 4, we have the Sony X720E. The Sony X720E is one of the most beautiful smart TVs we've ever reviewed, and by beautiful I think of everything, starting from its design and all the way up to the picture it produces. That's why, stick with me for the next couple of minutes in order to find out what else can you expect from it. From a design perspective, the X720 has an attractive, black-colored plastic construction with relatively thin borders that are plastic as the rest of the TV, but let the use of plastic not mislead you, since there are numerous screws spread throughout the body that add a strong feeling. In addition, the connection ports include 3 HDMI ports, 3 USB 2.0 ports, single component and composite hybrid, an Ethernet port, a 3.5mm analog audio output, and a digital optical audio output, so as you can see, you won't be restricted on anything. At the bottom, there is the iconic central stand, which according to the users does not only completely blends with the TV's aesthetics, but it also does a really good job in keeping it stable. However, you will have the freedom to mount it on a VESA 100 by 200 mount as well, so you shouldn't worry literally about anything. Now, let's talk about the features. The X720E uses the 4K X Reality Pro processing system, which is highly effective in upscaling the images to near 4K clarity, and that's why, when you turn on the TV and start watching your favorite movies and series, you will notice that the picture looks clear and natural. Moving on, Sony has implemented the Dynamic Contrast Enhancer technology as well, whose primary purpose is to reveal and enhance the definition of the blacks and whites, with the intention to provide you a natural tonal gradation of which you won't stop admiring. Finally, thanks to the Motion XR technology and the refresh rate of 60 Hz, this TV will let you watch sports and ensure that even the most dynamic moments will be captured properly, and that's maybe the main reason why are users satisfied with its performance. Overall, the Sony X720E is worthy of considering, so give it a try and assure yourself of its quality. Next up, at number 3, we have the LG's UK 6300. The LG's 43-inch UK 6300 is a 2018 model that has quickly established itself as a top option on the market, and you've likely seen it appearing numerous times as a recommended option on the internet, so let's find out what's the secret behind its success. From a design perspective, this model has an eye-catching, all-black body that has thicker borders when compared with most of the high-end TVs, while at the bottom, you can instantly notice the 2 feet which share the aesthetics of the TV on one side, while on the other, they are sturdy enough to maintain a higher level of stability, so you don't have to stress about anything. In terms of the connection ports, you can find 3 HDMI ports, 2 USB ports, 1 digital optical audio output, 1 composite input shared with component, a tuner, and an Ethernet port, so as you can see, there are quite many. But now, let's talk about the performance. This unit is powered by a quad-core processor, has a resolution of 3840 by 2160 pixels, an aspect ratio of 16:9 and uses the IPS technology, so when we combine these 4 things into one piece, it means that you will see crystal clear visuals even if you view from wide angles. Another great thing about this model is the use of the advanced tone mapping technology, which in practice means that the TV will deliver scene-by-scene optimization with the intention to yield the best possible picture for you, so for now, I don't have any remarks. Moving on, since UK 6300 is a smart TV running on the WebOS, you won't face any difficulties in terms of navigation, but instead, you will be given an opportunity to choose from the dozens of movies and TV shows available for rental or purchase. Before we end, I would also like to mention this model can be controlled via your speech as well, which is really cool. However, keep in mind that you should get the LG Magic Remote, which is purchased separately. To conclude, if you're looking for a smart 4K TV that offers a great value for its cost, then this is the one for you. Moving on, at number 2, we have the Sony X800E. The Sony X800E would be an excellent option for you, especially if you're keen on investing in a 4K smart TV that is suitable for both casual and gaming use. From a design perspective, this model boasts a slim, mainly plastic, muted gray construction that is supported by a U-shaped stand, which will not only keep the cabinet stable, but it will also ease your cable management thanks to its channels that are built into the back legs. On the left side of the TV, there are 3 USB ports in total, a coaxial connector, and 2 HDMI ports, while on the back, you can find 2 additional HDMI inputs, an Ethernet jack, a digital audio connection, and a component video input. But now, let's talk about the performance. This particular model has a 43-inch IPS panel that uses the Triluminos technology, which has a purpose to ensure that the color accuracy will be bright and consistent, so as you can expect, the final results would be you seeing lifelike visuals that will keep you completely immersed. In addition, the X800E incorporates the 4K X Reality Pro picture processing as well, and what's cool about it is that the TV will be capable enough to reveal you deep blacks and bright whites, so regardless if you're gaming or watching movies, you will be equally satisfied with its performance. For instance, PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 4 Pro gamers will benefit highly from having a TV of this caliber, due to the fact that the native refresh rate of 60 Hz is paired with the Motion Flow XR technology, which will drastically improve the motion quality, so that the fast-moving objects will be captured properly, and at the end, your gaming experience will be top-notch indeed. Last but not least, if you're a movie fanatic, then you can take an advantage over the most popular streaming services and apps that are supported by this TV, including Netflix, Hulu+, Amazon Video, and HBO Go, and your movie marathon sessions can start right away. Overall, I strongly recommend you consider the Sony X800E, so give it a try and assure yourself of its quality. And finally, at number 1, we have the Samsung NU7100. The Samsung NU7100 is a 43-inch 4K UHD smart TV that was released recently this year, and as you may expect, it comes armed with the latest technologies that will elevate your user experience to a whole new level. From a design perspective, this particular model has a slim, all-black plastic construction that is supported by modern feet positioned on each side, and what's interesting about them is that they are distant enough from each other to let you place a soundbar between, while at the back, you can notice the textured finish which adds even more beauty to its already beautiful appearance. Also at the back, there are the connection ports include 3 HDMI ports, 2 USB ports, an RF input, digital optical audio output, single composite input, and an Ethernet port, so in terms of connection ports, I think that they are quite sufficient. Now, let's talk about the features. The NU7100 utilizes many technologies, of which the most notable is the PerColor, which as the name states will ensure that the picture you see will be vibrant and filled with millions of shades, while on the other side, the motion rate 120 will be there for you to maximize the definition of the fluid motions that you may encounter while watching dynamic scenes. In practice, this technology will eliminate the blur that may appear, and this is amazing especially if you're into sports or you prefer watching action or sci-fi movies. Moreover, those who've purchased this product claim that the visuals are truly stunning, and they even used this TV for console gaming because of its low input lag and its decent response time. However, fast-paced game may sometimes suffer from motion blur. I would also like to mention that since it is a smart TV, this unit comes with a few pre-installed apps, including Amazon Video, Netflix, and YouTube, but since Samsung's App Store has dozens of apps available, feel free to expand the selection of your apps. Overall, I'd recommend you seriously consider the Samsung NU7100, and if you ever decide to purchase it, you will feel the instant difference and what makes this TV differ from the others on the market. Thanks for watching, I hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future, and if you have any questions related to these 43-inch TVs, you can leave a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can.